Hello YouTube, and welcome to Degen City, an indie game developed by Zemdar Studio, which is just me, myself, and I, your favorite guy named Jay. That being said, there's our little login screen. You can choose your own name. For today, we're just going to type test, and we'll enter the casino. Oh, someone's already taken that name. We'll do test 5. Once you're inside the casino, this is where you'll start off on the standard casino page. At the very top, it'll say, "Welcome to the casino. Visit the loan shark to get started with some cash." Now, don't visit this loan shark here quite yet. It's a little bit bugged, but you'll want to go to the map and then scroll down, and you'll click on the loan shark tab down here. Once you click on that, you'll be shown the loan shark page where you can pull out some money. But we're going to start off with 25,000. This option won't be here forever because you're only meant to be able to take out 10,000, but since we're doing some developer testing, I have it open, and that way I can show you guys a little bit more about what the game's about. So we're going to pull out 25,000. You can see that we've already borrowed past our first 10,000, and if we try to do any additional borrowing, the loan shark will break our knees and we'll end up, dealing some damage to our character. So we don't want to deal with that. We'll end up leaving there, and we'll actually head right on back over to the casino. Now within the casino, we have 6 free games, and then you have 6 premium games. The premium games are VIP. You do have to go to the web store to actually purchase a VIP pass, and we'll talk about that in a little minute. But that being said, out of these 6 free games, you have blackjack, plinko, slots, baccarat, craps, and roulette. And so if you start with blackjack, you can see our betting limit right now is only 1,000. I'll show you how to increase that in just a moment, but for now, we'll see if we can maybe win this little blackjack hand. 11 versus an ace, let's hit that. 17 versus 18, dealer still wins. It is what it is. We'll go to Plinko, and you can see Plinko that has different difficulty levels up here at the very top, as well as the full little board. So right now this is easy mode, where there's 0.09, 0.08, 0.09, 1 times, 1.2 times, etc. But we can go up to insane mode and change those values wildly, and we can drop some balls. So $100 Plinko balls. Boom. 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 Just see if we can get some lucky. There we go. So we just actually won right there, 20,000. You can see our balance updated by that much. So we're actually already up now at this point. And we'll go back. There's the slots page, where again, kind of similarly, you can spin your slots. Boom. You can see the little payout table underneath it. Oh my gosh, we just got really lucky there. We just got really lucky there. 250k. May the odds be ever in your favor, my friends. Maybe you guys can get in and have the same kind of luck. I'll tell you, I've gone hours though where I don't see that. So there you go. I don't actually know what even the percentage chance of that happening is, but it's not very high. But we're definitely set. Then we have baccarat, and again with baccarat, same dealio. You can bet player, banker, whatever you feel. You can see banker just won there with a 9 to a 5. Craps, which is more like bubble craps, but you can place your bets and roll the dice. We already lost. Let's do one more. Dang, 2 in a row. Not for us today. Then there's the roulette table, which of course we can do some betting on roulette. Already lost that one too. Let's see. Let's see if we can land on a red real quick. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. You can see one on the red. We got 1,000 as well. And then again, those premium games. Then you can go out to the map. There's a corner store. The corner store is where you can buy your cosmetics. The cosmetics will also help by boosting up your armor, your health, etc. And those are just, you purchase them, equip, and you can see they actually populate up here, and they'll show you there's a hat, clothes, and sunglasses category. Within the store there's also a shop up here where you can get different, recoveries for your health. And then you also have a drug dealer where you can buy different drugs. The different drugs actually give you different effects within the casino. So whether that be win multipliers or better odds, that kind of stuff. And there's also VIP only, which again, you have to have the casino pass for, which we'll talk about in a minute. You have the weapons store. where of course you can go ahead and you can purchase a weapon for yourself. Since we kind of got lucky, I'm just going to go ahead and buy the rifle real quick. The rifle does 80 damage, so definitely a good investment. Then there's the hood. Within the hood, you can do crimes, and the crimes will, you know, stack up and you can get higher reputation. The higher reputation unlocks higher crimes, which will give you better payouts and so on and so forth. But each crime that gives you a higher payout also has a lower success rate, so you have to keep that in mind. You can also sell product from this page if you do have any product. You can see we don't have any currently. Then there's the trailer park. You can see the ambush happened. You can see that our rifle is going to help out in combat, and so we're just going to fight them. We actually defeated them. Within the trailer park, you can purchase drug labs. Drug labs will actually produce those products for you over time, and so we can just let that run in the background. There's the mob hideout. We're going to fight them again. Within the mob hideout, you can purchase a little phone for yourself, and you can also upgrade your ranks, and so we're going to boast up to an enforcer rank. Every time that you go up in rank, you actually up your gambling limits as well, and so you can see our gambling limit used to be 1,000, now it's 5,000, and we'll go into the casino in just a little bit, and we can see how that's updated. Now that we have the phone, you can also come in here, and you can click on your dashboard, and you can actually do quests for the mob, or you can send crypto if you had any crypto, but right now I don't have any. Although the crypto only works for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Doge currently. The meme coins that I'll show you here in a minute don't actually work, because within the bank you do have a savings account, which of course will give you a 4.5 annual interest rate, and the global inflation of the game is 3% yearly, so the stock and crypto markets will follow that over time. And then again, here's the stock and crypto markets. This one's actually just the stock market first, and you can see that there's actually recent market event data that will happen. That recent data will change the stock prices, just depending on what's going on in the world and that kind of stuff. And there are different filters between the different types of stocks. They all will act differently and do differently. And then we also have the crypto exchange, which does, have its own crypto. Has Matic, Polygon, XRP, Turbo, Dot, as well as Pepe Coin and Mog Coin and Bonk, Binance, all that kind of good stuff. And then electronics, you can see we can actually purchase different miners between Doge, Sol, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and those will just generate coin in the background while you're playing the game and that kind of stuff. Again, not real coin, but game coin. And then we have our web store. Within our web store, we can make purchases with Solana to get in-game items. We have the starter pack, which will give you just some $50,000 in-game cash and 5 of each of the products. Little health insurance, which could be an automatic health regeneration over time. The VIP Casino Pass, which of course will help you get into the VIP games and give you the higher end products and that kind of stuff. And again, that's just 0.1 Sol, so it's like $20 to support the team and everything like that and support the game. Instant Reputation, Lucky Charm, Stock Market Insider, Money Multiplier, Drug Empire Expansion, and then Crypto Mining Boost. And then we also have Back to the Loan Shark, where you can pay back your loans and all that good stuff. So you see we'll pay back that loan. We got 0 loans that we currently have out. We borrowed $25,000, we paid back $25,000. And that's about it. We also have a global chat, so you can see on my dev account I've said was good and been messaging in the chat. I can also message back, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so this is basically my game. And now we can go back to the casino. You can see our betting limits have upgraded to 5,000 from the initial 1,000. And so let's do some plinky balls again. Boom. See if maybe in like 5 or 6 hits we can get lucky. Sorry about that. My headphones cut out there for a second. But that being said, that's what we have done so far. If you're interested in the game, I'll have it linked inside the channel and everything. You'd be supporting an indie dev just by coming in and checking it out and enjoying yourself. I've made this to try to eliminate some of the gambling mechanics in the real world. A lot of times this will scratch that itch for me without me having to actually shill out money on my end. So hopefully this helps out some people. So thank you so much, and if you feel like you want to check out the game, again, it should be in the description or in my channel. Peace, and until the next update.